One of the biggest mistakes that Raila Amolo Odinga and the Azimio team made during the 2022 elections were that they relied so much on Uhuru Kenyatta to do what he could not have done. They expected Uhuru Kenyatta to hand over power to them. Actually, when I looked at some of the clips that were moving around, even before the announcement of the elections, Raila Amolo Odinga and his team had already prepared KICC, red carpet, ready for celebration. They were enjoying themselves, preparing to go and sit and have fun. That's what Raila Amolo Odinga was preparing. While the votes were being counted, they didn't know who had won, but they were already preparing themselves to enjoy. I don't know who gave them this information that they had won the seat, only to realize later on that William Ruto had won. Only the Cherera 4 to disappear from where? From Bomas of Kenya. So I want to insist that the biggest mistake that these ODM people did, and Azimio in general, it was that they relied so much on Uhuru Kenyatta to do some things for them. As we speak right now, ODM guys are repeating the same mistake as far as the AU seat is concerned. That is going to form the basis of this analysis. But before I take you through, kindly, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Why am I saying that they are doing the same mistake that they did in 2027? In 2022, I mean. Recently, I listened to William Ruto and his lieutenants now, whom they included actually Raila Amolo Odinga's team. Like now, the MP from Homa Bay Town, Kaluma himself. They were in Uasin Gishu County. Now, during this function, they praised President William Ruto, yes. They talk of the bread-based government, yes. They praised themselves, yes. And they said so many good things about unity in this country, including Eddie Okech, the young senator from Migori County. I'm disappointed because that's a young man. One thing that captured my attention, it was the sentiment or the sentiments of Kaluma, the MP of Homa Bay Town. Kaluma stood and said some touching words to William Ruto. He said that, I quote, "You've never lost anything in this country. And therefore, we believe in your push for Raila to become the AU chairperson, or in your push to take Raila Amolo Odinga to Addis Ababa, you're not going to lose. There's no difference between such kind of a mind and the one that was there in 2022. Where they expected Uhuru Kenyatta to campaign, Uhuru Kenyatta to give them votes, Uhuru Kenyatta to go and to Bomas of Kenya and take care of the votes for them and become the chief agent. It was not different. There's no different about that. What Kaluma said is entirely what is in Raila's mind, and all these other leaders are around Raila Amolo Odinga. That's entirely what is there. They all want Raila Amolo Odinga to win through William Ruto. I want to ask a simple question. Do you think, guys, Raila Amolo Odinga is going to win? Or if he's going to win, will William Ruto help him? According to me, if Raila will fail, the reason number one, it's William Ruto. Why am I saying so? First of all, the wishes of Kenyans. The moment they had a handshake with William Ruto, most Kenyans who were wishing him well stopped wishing him well. And those wishes are not just expressed in their mind, but also on social media. And most of the countries who are competing with Raila Amolo Odinga, who are competing, or who are actually, where these presidents come from, who are going to vote for Raila Amolo Odinga, they access social media where Kenyans post and show their disappointment with Raila Amolo Odinga. They post there. The entire African continent knows that the Kenyan people are dissatisfied by Raila Amolo Odinga's plan to go to the AU, particularly after having a handshake with William Ruto, who has made the lives of Kenyans horrible. It is true. So let us be candid here. So the first reason why he will fail is the wishes of Kenyans. Secondly, William Ruto has always acted to be the best amongst all other African presidents. In less than 2 years in office, he has been given a state visit to where? America. Something that does not happen to all other African presidents, as easy as that. So that reception, dining in White House, being taken care of by the US government, having a private jet, that perception what he was creating there is the best African president, until Kenya was made an informal and a NATO ally, branded William Ruto to be a puppet of the West. William Ruto has gone to France, gave a speech assuming that he's speaking for Africa. He has gone to Switzerland, Germany, and many other countries in this country. For those who didn't know, he has gone for more than 60 countries since he became the president. That means 2 in every month. 2 in every month for 2 years. 2. Actually, not even 2. More than that. So William Ruto visited these countries, gave speeches on behalf of who? Africans. Some of them were not about Kenya. They were about Africa. Africa this, monetary this, give us equal rights, Africa this and that. He even went ahead to speak against Israel. In support of Israel, let me say that. So in real sense, William Ruto's speeches and his constant interaction with these Western countries and Western leaders branded him to become a Western puppet in Africa. In Africa, we are divided in terms of where we align ourselves to. Of course, I call it neocolonialism, because Africans, why should we depend so much on these whites? Because as we speak, you realize that there are countries that are allied to the east and others to the west. Kenya is to the west. We all know that. The ideologies we are now buying right now as a country are pro-east, pro-west, And in Africa, we have so many countries that are now pro-east. When they come to vote based on their allegiance, Raila will definitely lose some votes because of William Ruto's allegiance to the West. Now, we can't also forget that these leaders, most of them in Africa, the presidents, are of Muslim in nature, Islam community. And Israel is at war with some of these Muslim communities across the world. Talk of Iran, go to Yemen, talk of Lebanon, and many other nations. Then William Ruto speaks in support of Israel against Gaza, the Palestinians indeed. What does that show the Muslim countries in Africa? William Ruto is an enemy, and whoever they bring on board or he brings on board is an enemy too. So in short, there are people who are going to vote against Raila Odinga because of William Ruto. Let Raila Odinga, it might be too late, but let him make the efforts of reaching this president by himself. As we speak, Raila Odinga is mostly in the US, UK, in France, campaigning there, while the votes are in Africa with the African presidents. These people are independent in mind. Most of them know what they are doing. They are not going to be swayed easily by the Western countries. If they sway, well and good. But the fact remains the African continent should be independent, and a Pan-Africanist should not be campaigning in the UK, in the US, in Germany. It should be in Africa here, talking to Samia Suluhu, going to Western countries, going to the SADC bloc, going to many other countries in Central Africa to speak to those presidents to vote in support of him. As we speak right now, the Odom people believe William Ruto is going to deliver Raila Odinga to that seat. Through BBI, they believe BBI is going to succeed. It failed, despite Uhuru Kenyatta being there. And that was a Kenyan thing. The presidency failed, despite Uhuru Kenyatta being there. And that was a Kenyan affair. I don't know what's your take. If this is the first time once again you're watching our videos, please make sure that after watching you comment at the comment section. And if there's something you want to share with me privately, please, my number is on my bio. You can always talk to me or text on WhatsApp. And also, like after watching my videos. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. See you next time.